い、どうも。じゃあやっていこうか。ねえ、また打たれてんだけど。さあ、阪神対巨人戦の伝統のしてみながら。ボルティモア、オリオールズ戦。途中だった試合からやっていきます。ナイス。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball comes your way next. Alec Hansen, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy really struggled last year. This season is going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Get yours right here.
6月は匂いなのブロックリンか。
The third baseman, Tony Williams.
Here we go now. One at a time.
Pitch on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
どうせホットゾーン消しない。
1 and 2.
Hey, here we go. Here we go.
Line toward right center.
ライトの
That
前に
gets
バ
down,
ウン
and
ド
he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He
Think about
hung
that
that
short
middle
stick.
of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Batting second.
Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. And again a throw, and the runner back safely. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayes on the run for it, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And there's one down now. Stepping up to the plate, Tony Williams. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Reined in. Off-balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Will digging in once again, Tony Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Hit down the line at first. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in, Tony Williams.
The third baseman.
First offering on its way.
Williams.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And it's 1-2. Arias hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2020 draft.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
The batter, number 1.
In now, Willie Adames. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. William leads off first with 1 away. Sliced hard on the ground. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So they're held 3-2, the finish in tonight's game. Baltimore jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back.
Our final line.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good match. Tanner Tully is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully, he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
今日は4番に座ってるウィリアム。日替わり4番。
At the plate, Tony William, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
William.
First pitch coming, here it is. Sent in the air out to straightaway central.
どうだ
Canelo will reach out with 1 hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends. Will settle for just the 1.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the 3rd, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. They come in ranked in the bottom part of the league in both strikeouts and runs scored. One player told me, "It's frustrating for sure, but more than anything, I feel bad for our pitching staff. They go out every day."
Now at the plate, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Back
up.
And this hits the bag at second base. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Michael Rooker takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 62, Michael Rooker. The left fielder, number 2.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely.
on now, rip.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, come on, big guy, get your pitch.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first.
And he is tagged out here. Boy, up. Digging in to try it again. Tony William, he singled his last time up. He's set and the pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
3-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter. Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
6-1, the final tally today. Tampa Bay jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked.
1番サード。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Tyler Glasnow, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Let's play ball. 3-3.
So striding forward now, Tony William.
行きましょ
He'll
う。
lead things off here in the bottom half of the
やれ
first.
8分5厘。
The third baseman, Tony
One time, right now.
Williams.
Now here's the pitch. And a strike called at the knees, nothing in one. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change. Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Popped him up.
打ち上げた。ストレート。
Moncada is there.
モンカダ。
One down.
ハードフライ。
Coming to the plate now, Tony William. 0 for 1 here in the early
Third
going.
baseman, Tony
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Come on, baby. See it, drive it.
The 1-0 home. And he popped him
差し
up.
込まれて、この当たりはショート
Ahmed
フライ。
backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Stepping up now, Tony
Now
William.
back.
He's 0 for
third
2 thus
baseman.
far in this one.
Tony Williams.
引っ張って
Right side, fair ball down the line. Around first, he's digging for
ツーベー
second.
ス。
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
So coming to the plate, Willie Adames. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
今日2安打か。
Really?
あ、ダメです。
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Here's the 2-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
やるか。
Now
2
back.
on here with 1 man out. And Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. Now both runners are breaking. Pitch outside. The throw.
Double
It's
steam.
off target, and he'll be safe at third.
ダブルスティール成功。
Hey, let it rip. Let it rip.
The 2-1.
2ストライク2ボール。
Count 2-2.
Hey, come on, big guy. Get your pitch.
Swing and a little blooper to center.
Nice drive there.
And that'll get down for a base hit. In to score, the
Come
runner
in.
from third.
4
Now
対
the
3。
throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only 1 away. And time will be called here.
逆転。
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Tony William. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right
流してっ
here.
た当た
And
り
great
どうでしょう
extension
伸
as
び
he
てま
grabs
す
this
おー
one
伸び
high
て
in
るどう
the
だ
air
レフ
and
ト取り
deep
まし
the other
た
way. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning.
レフトフライ。
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The
Ah,
Tampa
pero-
Bay Rays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays.
またピンチ
Rays
なんですよ。
baseball is next.
2アウト2、3塁。
Brendan McKay will be the starter for the Rays in this one.
ウィリアム
And
の方
please,
の
Zach,
ね、
what's the
レイズは
word on
今
it?
Hey,
Yankees
it's hard to
追いかけてるん
have
ですけど。
all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches
今日も
and have
先頭バッター。
command of them, he's going to have a
仕事
really
していきま
good
しょう。
game.
Coming to the plate now, Tony William. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find...
さあ、これは
And
一
a
塁線を
reach,
破
but
ってい
it's
く。
by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
おっと、ストップ、ストップ、ストップ。
And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
危ない。ちょっと
Boy,
当たり
D-Row,
良す
you
ぎた。
feel like a pitcher there. You caught
当た
a
り良すぎ
break.
ました。
That one off the wall. That should definitely have been extra bases.
Yeah, as
跳ね
a
返っちゃっ
teammate, you
て
can
さ、
handle the
そう
physical mistakes.
刺
It's
さ
the
れそうにな
mental
った。
mistakes that grind you. And right there, he has
お
to
い、
be standing
直
on
近10試合
second
0割
base.
9分
No
5厘ってどういうことだよ、
Don't
ア
you
ダム
feel
ス。
that you have to be
アダム
taking
ス、ダイソ
extra
ー
bases
してき
as
て
soon
る。
as you hit that ball
Right out of the
right there?
box,
Oi.
you know.
42の4.7。
The 1-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitches high.
Holy
The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
William leads off second with nobody out. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was
直
crushed.
近10試合0割9分5厘と言っていたんですが、アダムスの個人の第10号ツーランホームランが出ました。
10 for him on the
今日も先制
year.
してい
As
く
the
レイ
Rays
ズ。
move in front now, 2-0.
ホミン1番が出塁して2番がホー
Way
ム
to
ラン。
start this one off.
理想的。
Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
文句なし。この表情。先発のスミス。ファクって言いましたね、今ね。
Stepping into the box, Tony William. He reached on a single in his first try.
Tony William.
Now here's the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball.
Nope.
And
that's
on
a ball.
0-2, he misses with a fastball.
The count is 1-2.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it.
At the plate now, Tony William,
Tony.
as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Hey, take a cut now. Get your cuts.
Ball 2 now.
Hey, I need you right here one time.
This pitch is popped up, and no one will track it down. The 2-1. Hit in the air down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
And this is where he's especially dangerous because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Michael Kopech enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
2試合目ですね、これが。ロングリリーフをやってる感じかな。
Willie Adames will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away.
Well, last at that, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not going to get him as he swipes second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Down the first baseline, taken in by Abreu, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
2アウト3塁。
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Austin Meadows. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
さあ、オースティン・メドウス。2アウト、ランナー3塁。5回裏。
The 1-1 home.
コペックは今シーズン
3 runs,
2試合目
5
の球。
hits, and no errors for
前回と
Tampa
は
Bay so
3.5イニング投
far.
げてます。
Pulled high in the air
この
out
当たり
to
は
right field.
さあライト伸びていますがライト落下点
Torres
通りまし
is
た。
there
ス
and
リ
he
ーアウト。
puts this one away for the third out.
三塁ラン
So
ナ
a
ー
great
三塁。
job there of working out.
これしっかり取っていく。
Ready for another shot
いいところ
now.
だな。
Tony Williams. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Tony
4打数。
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through
ス
it.
トレート。
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
A bouncer to the left
サード
side.
取れない抜けていき
And
ま
a
す。
base hit.
今
So
日2本目
in
ですと。
trouble to lead off the inning.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
高いバウンドだったんですがこれずと。
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie.
Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
I like the aggressiveness with 2 strikes to put the runner in motion. Sometimes that can backfire, and it can turn into one of those strike him out, throw him out double plays, but he was able to get there safely at second.
So digging in now, Austin Meadows. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
One out and a runner on second base. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit.
バックする見送って
See
い
you
る
later.
入った
Over
ホーム
the
ラ
wall. A home run.
ンこの試合を決定づける今季好調
So
の
it's a
オースティン・
two-run
メロ
shot
ーズ
to right
第
center.
28 号
Number
の
28
ツー
on
ラン
the
ホームラン
season, and the Rays have opened this
これ
up
で
to
5対
5-0.
今ゆっくりとホームイン今季
Boy,
好
when this
調
guy
の
gets in
4
the
位
groove,
は
he
なん
can
と
hit
い
him,
っ
and
て
when
も
he
この
hits
人
him,
で
he
し
hits
ょ
him
う
in bunches. Hit a home run last night's
Austin
game.
Meadows の
And
一
if
発
they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
完璧に取れていって池ポッチャーならぬ水槽にね
Wow,
ポチャリっ
talk
てなる
about total
あったけど
dominance.
それはなら
9
ぬ
innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
A 5-0 finish tonight. The Tampa Bay Rays jumped out to an early.
27通りいいね72まで上がった2割8分9厘27通り
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Walker Lockett is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this.
You're out. That's ball 4. He's out.
Striding in, Tony William. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
リーグ
first.
トップになったアメリカンリーグオリオ
Cody Williams.
Now the pitch.
Ball.
Attaboy, attaboy. Leave
Guys,
it
the
down.
Orioles,
Now,
as they
1-0.
begin play here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, guys, I'm interested to take a look at this team in game 1 of this road trip right now. They have to play better. They took it on a chin
さあ、セ
recent
カンドの
homestand,
上を
only
越えてい
winning 2 games.
く。
But I'll tell you
Oh,
what, today,
先頭バッター
they're putting a
で行きま
guy
したね。
out on the mound that can execute down and away. I look for him to set the tone.
Into the box now, Willie Adames. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Now the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayes on the run for it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. The relay throw on to first, a double play. So striding in, Tony
Now
William.
batting.
He singled
Third
his
baseman.
last time up.
Cody
A
Williams.
swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Mancini moving back to the track, to the wall. And this one is gone, a home run.
今季第13号のソロホームラン。
Solo shot to right center. Number 13 for him on the year as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys that would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat and they can go deep.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go as the third baseman, Tony William.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
0-1.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now here's the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next will be Willie
The
Adames.
shortstop, Willie Adames.
The 1-1.
Ball. Down.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And a dive, but he's back in. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. He's running. That's a strike to throw down. And not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop to plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Hayes on the run for it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
高々と上がっていったんですが、最後はセンターフライ。しかしランナーを進塁して ワンダウトランナー3塁。
So
さあ、
stepping
そして
in,
今季
Austin Meadows.
絶
He's
好
got a
調
chance
の
to
オース
tie
ティン・
this
メドウ
ball
ズ。
game up with that
3割6
equalizing
分
run
1厘、
just
OPS は
90 feet
10割超
away
え。
at third.
J186。オリア君いらっしゃい。
Swing and a miss, and
空振り
they'll
三振。
dodge a major
ここは
bullet
三
that
振取られました。
time. 2 away.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
The left fielder, number 2, Nick.
There's a good breaking ball
さあ、
as he gets the
2-2。
bottom of the
リコ
zone.
カント。
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Let it rip right here.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. J.J. Bleday would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
Get on for us here.
William on third with 2 out. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball
さ
4.
あ、ツーアウトランナー一塁三塁。逆転のランナーも出ました。
He almost got him to commit there as we take another look at it in slow motion. He comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Next will be the designated hitter,
J.J.
J.J. Bleday. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6.
ツーアウトランナー一塁三塁。
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A bouncer up
ワ
the
ンダー、
middle.
ショート取れない、抜
And
けて
a
いく。
base hit as that'll score the runner from third and tie our ball game at 2 apiece.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up in clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big.
Tony William will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash it
3回
back
の
to the third inning.
ホームランですね。
This was
ソ
just
ロホーム
a
ラン。
solo shot, but
右
definitely
中
helped
間
get
スタン
this
ドに持っ
offense
てい
going.
きました。今シーズンの第13号のソロホームランでした。さあ、前の打席はヒットを放って出塁してます。
First offering on its way.
Ball, that's just out.
Runner at second here with 1 man out.
Go. Trust your stuff right here. Let it fly.
And this one's on the
Ah.
inside corner, 1 and
ここは
1.
ね、追加点欲しい場面ですよ。
Here we go. Let's go. One more time, baby.
From the belt, the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, drive that pitch on. You go.
Now the 2-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle.
一塁を振ってアウ
And the
ト。
off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
ここは
And this is not an easy play when you have to
守備
range
に
to your
阻まれ
right.
まし
He
た。
really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done. Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Tampa Bay Rays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Walker Lockett earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Jose Alvarado earns the save out of the bullpen, his 22nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
For the victorious Rays, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. Baltimore have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Blake Snell will be the starter for the Rays in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Batting fourth.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Tony William. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. First pitch coming, here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the run is Santander. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Rays strand just the 1. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Tony William. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, make it yours.
The windup and the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a ball.
Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Santander. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
A ball and 2 strikes. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Misses, ball 2. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll dive back in. Here now the 2-2.
さあフルカウント。
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman,
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, 1 pitch. Make it yours.
1-2. Here it is. To short, hit
ショート
hard,
正面
right to him.
ここはチャン
And
ス
the
生
throw
かせ
just
ずスリ
does
ーアウ
beat him
ト
at the bag, so the side is retired. One left for Tampa. Through 4, still tied, nothing. Ready for another chance? Tony William. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up there. He's going.
And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Boy, he had a really sizable lead that time, but it didn't seem to matter. The defense was ready for it, and they cut him down trying to swipe second base. That was a nice, quick release from the catcher.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2.
God.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Down to 3 and 2.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful.
Hit pretty well out to deep center field. Hayes on the run for it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
2アウト。お、先制した。
Stepping into the box, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
初球ストレート。
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
He waits. Now the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
進まなかったか。
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout, this guy was in...
やはりキューブ6厘まで上がってきた。打率。アストロズ戦か。
Player receives input from a coach.
4番サード。ユーバーレベルがね、低いからそこチャンスなんだよね。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. Stay tuned for Astros baseball. Next. Jose Urquidy, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully, he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Fouled off. Still only one out in the inning. And that misses. 2-1. Urquidy isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
3-2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times, his zone can be a little wider than he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key to be consistent. You want to give me inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away.
おめでとうございます。ようこそロハリオクラブへ。
Now batting, the third baseman,
さあ、トニー・ウィリアム。
William.
So now to the plate, Tony William, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. A dive, but he's back. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. This is in the air to left. Alvarez has it, and the inning is over. Rays strand just the one. They trail 3-2. At the plate, Tony William, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Right here, one time. Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Grip it and rip it.
All right, one time, one time.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Kiermaier at third, Van Meter over at second. Meadows is over at first with one away. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, come on now. One time, right here.
The 1-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
See it drive it like you can. Here you go.
Hit fairly well out to a straightaway center. On the move is Springer. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-3 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Tony William. Earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First delivery to him on the way. Ball one.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard. Well, it took him till the seventh, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, Dero, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the seventh inning in this one to come through.
The 2-1 pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And the 3-1. That misses. So a single and a walk. And it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Colin.
J.J. Bleday will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
The 1-1 home.
Inside, ball 1.
Come on, big guy. Come on, buddy.
Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. 7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Full count, here it comes. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Ready once again, Mike Ford. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Mike Ford.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out.
See it? Drive it. Let's go, kid.
2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
All right, come on
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Hit on a line, and this one's into center field. That's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now an 8-5 game.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful.
Now at the plate, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
No one better. Clutch up right here, kid.
Now the 1-0. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Back goes Springer. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it. Runner around second now, headed for third. Throw won't get him.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him. Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
11-5, the final tally in this one. The Rays put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Brendan McKay earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Jose Urquidy struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rays: 11 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball on the show. Next. Josh James gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's last 3 starts haven't been that bad, but he's picked up a no decision in all 3. I'm sure he'd like to pick up the W in this one here today.
Striding into the box, Tony William, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there.
Hey, get your pitch. Stay hot up there.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey.
And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh...
Up next for the Rays, Tony William. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. To short. He's got it.
チーム解体。
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the
120
fourth.
億の選手、120億なんて出せまへんってことでしょ。
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The windup and the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
3 runs already home here. Swing and a line drive. And that's a fair ball heading to the scoreboard near the Crawford boxes. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-2.
The count's full.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
勝手にストーリー作らないでもらって。綺麗な。クズじゃん。
He loses him on ball 4. Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Ariel Jurado trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Ariel Jurado.
アリエル・フラドか。フラード。アリエル・フラド。4.2、40したいって 4.25。ひどいな。
J.J. Bleday will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Called strike 2 as he locks him up there.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors. And digging in, Tony William. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Get your pitch and drive it right here.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball! That pitch is out.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Five runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
Hey, let it rip right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
Here you go. Let it fly now.
Again, another foul ball.
Drive that pitch now, eh?
Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Two and two. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Springer. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Rays will settle for just the 1. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Rays are in front, 5-2. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Tony William.
Tony Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Hey,
Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Hey, your pitch right here.
Let it rip, let it rip.
Pitch on the way. Popped him up. Straw has a play. 1 away.
アウト。
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Houston came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Kelvin Herrera earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Pedro Baez hammers down the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Astros, 7 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 21 men.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball, and it's next on the show. Rogelio Armenteros will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Manny?
Hey, if you're looking for Achilles heel from this pitcher, this jumps right out at you. Right-handed batters are hitting over 300 on the season against this guy. That's something he's going to have to improve on if he expects to pitch well in this one.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now.
Hey, stay high, huh? Stay high.
And the pitch.
Line
drive, base hit to right. And now the Astros from the opening bell will have to deal with a real threat on the base paths.
I know we're just one batter into this game, but this pitcher's going to have to be aggressive in the strike zone. He cannot consistently fall behind and give these guys 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, or he's going to have a long day.
Into the box, Willie Adames. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
See it, drive it. Come on, kid.
And perhaps sensing a hit and run may be on, a move to first. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back. Nobody out, runner on first. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw goes over to third, and they'll just tag him here for the out. Coming to the plate now, Tony William, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's right there. He'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Tony William, he got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect.
So a big moment here and standing in Tony William, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only one.
Oh.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1.
あ、サイスリードだ。
From the belt, kicks and deals.
これサイスリードじゃん。
But
ヤ
this
ク
will
ルト
be
の
a
サイスリード
foul
じゃん、これ。
ball.
これサイスリードですね、ヤクルトの。
Come on, baby. See it, drive it. Let's go.
To third.
サード
Bregman
取
fields
って
it cleanly.
一路来る。
Throw
ア
on
ウ
to
ト。
first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning
Yeah.
before things. Leading off the inning, Tony William, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Here we go.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
Hey, I like the can up there, huh? Let her rip. Here we go.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Now at the plate, Willie Adames. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Drive him in for us. Let's go, baby.
Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down.
Oh,
Way
easy.
late, and he's in there easily at second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Your turn. Drive him in, kid. Let's go.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Now batting, right fielder, Austin Meadows.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, no one better. This is right here.
Spin and a throw back to second. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Houston took the lead in the second inning and rode.
アウトやん。牽制アウトになったんですけど、戻ったのに。 4番サード。さあ、30通りいったよ。エンゼル戦。
It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Shohei Ohtani, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up.
Ready now, Tony Williams. He averaged just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season, so perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top. And it's fouled away.
Hey, stay hot, huh? Hey, stay hot now, huh?
Called strike 0-2. Williams, just 21 years of age. He was selected in the 15th round during the 2020 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats and the count will remain at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Stay hot now.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Fouled off.
Ah.
Keep it going.
速球で全部押してきてる。
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
It's always nice to keep.
Here we go.
At the plate, Tony Williams, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
High and deep to right center. Going back is the right fielder, and that one is gone!
大谷から放ちました。今シーズン第14号スリーランホームラン。
So a 3-run shot to right center field, number 14 on the season, and with it, they've leapt in front now, 3-1.
逆転3対1。
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
第14号スリーランホームラン。
Striding in once again, Tony Williams.
Third baseman, Tony Williams.
とい負けましたね。
First delivery to him on the way.
いや、もう下関国際が強かったってことですよ。やっぱね、連覇の重責ってでかいんですよ。
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
下関国際、夏だと宇部商業以来ですね、決勝行ったの。山口県勢が決勝行ったのは。PL 学
Coming
園と
down
の
in
試合以来ですね。
buckets, cats and dogs.
私が知って
Insert
る限りでは。
metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
山
You
口
know, one
で
of the big
甲
issues
子園
is
決
player
勝行っ
safety,
た
and
のは
right now this
多分
field
それ
is
以来じゃ
getting
ないかな。
sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
And he strikes him out here,
Yeah,
so he's
that's it.
able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, but it was a big one, the home run. Home half of the 5th coming up. Standing in, Tony William. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award.
Ball, that's outside.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
それは高校野球の難しさだからね。やっぱ3年しかないからね、しかもね。
Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
集まった、これはピッチャー
Won't even
送
try
っ
it
て
at second
ア
as
ウ
he flips to the pitcher
なんかすごいよ
covering to
プレー
get
した
the
な。
shooter out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands
今
and
今
bunch
シュッ
him
となん
up.
かすごいプレー
And
したよ
an。easy ground ball is the result. Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win.
大谷から
Now
ホーム
the
ランしたの
pressure's
でけえ
off.
な。
If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Stepping in, Tony William, and with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. First pitch coming, here it is. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they...
Rendon. Hats off to that one. 1 left for Tampa. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Now at the plate, Tony William.
The third baseman, Tony William.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey!
2 out, nobody on. And that finds the target. Nothing in 2 now.
Right here, 1 time.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Kieboom gathers, and the throw to first ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays, but they're up 1-0. Now to the plate, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Connected!
Into right field, that's a base hit. The runner scores from second. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tony William. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Here's the 0-1. Drilled down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
The 1-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Count remains 2-2. Meadows on at first, nobody out. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance.
Come on, big guy.
Now the payoff pitch home gets him looking up around the letters.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Leading off for Tampa Bay.
Stepping in now, Tony Williams. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. Keyboom corrals it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now. Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice.
ブルージェイズ戦で前半戦終わります。1番サード。2割9分4厘。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Taijuan Walker gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have...
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watch it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
Stepping up now, Wiliam, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
Here we go.
Willie Adames.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
The 1-1. Runners off for second. In the dirt, and now let's see. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. William stands at second with no outs. Struck him out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Austin.
Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Chopped toward the second baseman. On to first, and there were 2 down. Nick Castellanos now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. The set and the 1-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. Grichuk is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Rays strand just the 1. Tampa Bay nothing. Blue Jays due up next. Major League Baseball is on the show. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony William.
Tony William.
First pitch on its way.
Ball. That's inside.
All right, come on now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, let her fly, kid. Let her fly.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Grichuk is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They trail it here, 3-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tony William. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
That's an awesome 12-6 hook right there. Look at the depth, spin rate, nasty downward tilt on that pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here's another 1-2. Grounded to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious
13試合
guys,
連続
but
ヒット。
a 13-game
お、マジ
hitting
か。
streak
そんな続いたの？
seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
5点差ついてるんで、盗塁なしで。
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
2 strikes.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Line drive to left.
あ、これ
That
は
gets down.
壮大
He's
だ
got
ね。
himself a base hit. And this will kick off the base of the
あ、さあ、
wall.
これ見て、三塁行って
William blows through the stop sign, headed for home. It's
Out!
in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they
So-
team up to gun him down.
He's trying his hardest to help his guys get back into the game, but this time he had no shot. Applaud the hustle, but the decision was a costly one.
Now in the box, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Outside, that's a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot
Ball,
lately.
that's outside.
Outside, 3-0 now. Skied in the air to straightaway
打
left.
ち上げて。
Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Taijuan Walker earns win number 7 on the season. Walker Lockett was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 7 runs on 12 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Rays, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Nate Pearson gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Digging in, Tony William. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No, that's
now
down.
A fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, Dero, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch.
Hey, stay hot, big dog. Here we go.
Here's the 2-1 home. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Gurriel will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Settling in now, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire, right on by.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch.
And he misses there, 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Again, a 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Hey, let her fly right here.
Here's a pop-up now. Just foul.
Oh.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Stepping in, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
3-0 to him now. Three and 1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Anthony Kay enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Willie Adames will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away.
Adames.
Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. A ball hit hard to the left side, and that's in there, base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter, Austin.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he just manages to get his hand in. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run.
レイドーズ、これで35本目のホームラン。リーグトップを突っ走ればそうしてんめの
right field. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8
5
now.
号スリーランホームラン。もう終わりません。
Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
綺麗な放物線。
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like...
So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Tony William 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Pulled toward right
打ち
center
上げ
field.
たセンターフライ。
Davis is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays as the lead holds at 8-0. Into the box now, Tony William.
The third baseman.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Fastball was too much for him there, swung right through it. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Nope.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Hey, 90 feet anyway, kid. Here we go.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. Standing in, Tony William.
何のことがさっぱりだな。私は配信なんて見てないぞ。さあ、ワンダーから何
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the
この
call.
打席は集中しな
Hey,
いと。
it's nearly impossible
これは
to
さ
turn
す
two
が
when
に
a guy
集
that
中
can
しない
run
といけない
like
んで
this.
頑張り
It's
ます。
even harder when he comes out of the box from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Schwarber is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
まあまあまあまあまあ
15-0
まあ
the
まあ。
final in this one.
いや、終わり
The
ましたね。
Tampa Bay Rays blasted 5 home runs en route to victory.
ああ、いいですね。かっこいい。あれまだある。
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes.
afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. Trent Thornton starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike two, says the third base umpire. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Grichuk moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Tony Williams.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Popped him up. McGuire over to his left. He's got it one away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tony Williams. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike now.
Find it. Be patient, huh? They can come to you.
Ready with the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Now batting, Tony Williams.
Now batting.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 0-2. Here it comes. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curve.
And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's safe.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if this teammate can bring him home.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie Adames.
And a pickoff throw to third. And he'll get back in safely.
Hey, like 10 up there, huh?
Now the runner breaks for the plate. Pitches a ball.
2-1. Yeah, on the tag, he's out.
Oh, man, that was a total.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top.
Yeah, 最後成績見て終わりますか。 マー君と一緒。あ、オールスターには出場しませんでしたね。
Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it.
後半戦1試合やって終わります。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Brendan McKay, a Pennsylvania-born lefty, gets the ball to start here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Play ball. 3 out.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
The third baseman, Tony.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
So far this year against Southpaws, William is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
Pulled toward right center field. Jankowski on his horse. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Let's play ball. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. He's safe. He's out. Out. You're out.
Digging in now, Tony William. He flew out in his last at.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ball 1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
The 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pham is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Digging in once again, Tony William. Chance to cash in here, and don't be surprised if he does. Certainly known as one of the best clutch hitters in the sport today.
Hey, so you didn't drive it here?
First pitch coming, here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Heading after it is Jankowski. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And standing in is the rookie third baseman, Tony William, fouled away. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Left fielder looking up. Still going back. That one is out of here. This game is solo shot here to left center field. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
いや、前半戦最後の3列あまりヒット打ってなかっただけに、後半戦幸先のいい
Interested to see how this one finishes out.
スタートを切りました、トニー・ウィリアム。
Digging in and looking for more, Tony William. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Two and one to the Rays leadoff batter.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
He's fallen behind now, 3 and 1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Hit hard on the ground for the second. Oh, he has some trouble with it.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
Stepping up to the plate, William. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 1-1 pitch. A pitch out. The throw not in time as he's able to thwart the pitch out.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
Now the 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Nobody better clutch up for us right now.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Austin Meadows is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fly ball to straightaway left. Pham will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. So a big spot here and stepping in Austin Meadows as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Pretty unusual decision to swipe third with 2 outs in the inning. It's a big risk, especially with the lefty hitter up there, and the benefit isn't all that great, but he made it work out.
Ready with the 3-1. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right.
Hey, right guy, right place. Nobody better. On him.
Hey, no one better right here.
Payoff pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jankowski's there for it. He makes the catch, and the winning run is left stranded. Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
Don't stop, press go. Pick it up, lot of money on the flow. Keep shaking, 100 days, 100 pose.
ちょっと離れます。今日はここまでにしたいと思います。それではね、最後は成績見て終わりにしたいと思います。83試合の出場で打率が2割8分7厘、ホームラン15本、打点45、盗塁が33、 出塁率3割4分。打率5割。OPS840。盗塁成功率が 82.5%。失策6。で、ウォアが 1.6 となってます。さあ、まあ前半戦が終わりまして、まあここまで、まあ打率が8分7厘とね、まあ、後半戦最初にね、ホームラン出たのがね、最初のヒットがホームランだったんでね、よかったですね。まあこのままね、1年目、ルーキーオブザイヤーを取れるように、まあこれからもね、活躍していきたいと思います。はい、今日はここまでにしたいと思います。明日はですね、対戦配信と、まあトニー・ウィリアム物語やっていきたいと思います。ということで、お疲れ様でーす。